Dear students, in the yesterday's lecture, we studied about the center tap full wave rectifier, including its construction, working, and also the derivations associated with output DC current, output DC voltage, a ripple factor, efficiency, and peak inverse voltage. We also concluded that how center tapped full wave rectifier is better than that of the half wave rectifier from the point of view of amount of AC present in the output DC and also from the point of view of its efficiency. Students, today we are going to cover another type of rectifier, and that is known as full wave bridge type of rectifier. So it is almost all its utilities are same as that of center tapped full wave rectifier. Only the difference in its construction and also in its working. Waveforms which are generated are almost all same as that of the center tapped full wave rectifier. So by keeping this particular aspect in our mind, we are going to study full wave bridge rectifier. Let us see the construction of full wave bridge rectifier. As usual, the full wave bridge rectifier also consists of the step down transformer. It is called as a step down transformer because its number of turns of secondary in practice are less than that of number of turns of primary. Hence, its role is it produces reduced output voltage across its secondary. The signal to be rectified or signal to be converted into pulsating DC, that is 230 volt 50 Hz AC supply, is connected to the primary winding of transformer. So this is the signal that represents the AC signal which we are interested to rectify or convert it into pulsating DC. Across secondary, here the circuit doesn't contain the use of center tapping. So that is the specialty of the bridge rectifier. Here center tapping is not used. That center tapping is replaced by means of a bridge formed by means of an 4 p-n junction diodes. And this bridge is connected across the secondary winding of the transformer. Look at here, the connection of bridge formed is so that the N region of diode D3 and P region of the diode D1 are connected jointly to the secondary winding, and also the N region of the diode D2 and P region of the diode D4 are jointly connected to the secondary winding. Now whereas in between jointly connected P region of the diode D3 and P region of the diode D2 and also jointly connected N region of diode D1 and N region of diode D4, across this particular point the load resistance RL is connected. Across this we can get the DC voltage. In this particular aspect, the two P regions of the diode D3 and D2, which is jointly connected, will be treated as a ground. With respect to that ground, we are going to measure the output voltage across the two N region of the diodes D1 and D4, which are connected. So that is, we are measuring the output voltage or across the load resistance RL. This is what the construction of full wave bridge rectifier means. It is again called as a full wave rectifier because it converts the positive as well as the negative, both the half cycles, into pulsating DC. So that is the reason why it is called as a full wave rectifier, and it makes use of the diodes in the form of the bridge arrangement across its secondary winding. That is why it is called as a bridge rectifier. So that's all about its construction of bridge rectifier. Now let us see its working. When 230 volt 50 Hz AC supply is connected to the primary winding of the transformer, as being it is a step down transformer, it produces the secondary reduced voltage across the secondary winding as a Vs, and that Vs is equal to Vm sine of omega t. This AC voltage is given to the bridge formed by 4 diodes. If suppose upper end of the secondary winding receives the positive half cycle and lower end of the secondary receives the negative half cycle, under that particular condition, diode D1, look at here, this point receives the positive half cycle and this receives the negative half cycle. Under this particular situation, diode D1 and diode D2 will be forward biased, whereas D3 and D4 will be reverse biased. As being diode D1 and D2 are forward biased, it starts conducting the current. The current flows in a direction like this. From here, like this. And through load resistance, DC current flows. At the cost of that DC current, we can get the pulsating DC output voltage. But when the polarity of the AC signal changes, that means the upper terminal of the secondary winding receives the negative half cycle, whereas the lower terminal receives the positive half cycle, indicating that this junction will receive the negative half cycle, whereas this lower junction will receive the positive half cycle. Under this condition, diode D3 and D4 will be forward biased, whereas D1 and D2 will be reverse biased. Thus, D1 and D2 doesn't conduct the current. Only D4 and D3 will conduct the current. And that will flow through again the load resistance RL in the same direction. In the same direction. And thus, at the cost of that particular DC current across RL, the DC voltage is going to be developed. Thus, in this case, at a time 2 diode will conduct and remaining 2 diode will remain in offset. At the cost of this particular aspect, we can get across the load resistance RL the pulsating DC voltage. The same rectified output waveforms are represented in this particular figure. Look at here. This is the input signal that contains the positive half cycle as well as the negative half cycle. During positive half cycle, D1 and D2 will conduct the current. At the cost of that, the DC voltage will be developed across RL. But during negative half cycle, D1 and D2 will remain off, whereas the D3 and D4 will conduct the current. At the cost of that particular current, again the DC voltage is developed across load resistance RL. Hence, entire full cycle will be going to be converted into pulsating DC, and this process repeats for the further next coming input cycle. So this is what one can call it as the construction, working and waveforms of full wave bridge rectifier. Friends, if you look to this particular figure, naturally we can say the derivations which are associated with the full wave bridge rectifiers are same as that of the center tapped full wave rectifier. Its efficiency is 81%, its ripple factor is 48%, DC current, DC voltage remains same, only with the difference that it has a peak inverse voltage, that is it is a maximum reverse voltage for which both the diodes will withstand without damaging. By keeping that particular aspects, its peak inverse voltage becomes to be equal to Vm. For center tapped rectifier, the peak inverse voltage is twice Vm. But as far as bridge rectifier is being considered, the peak inverse voltage is only Vm. This is the difference. If we want to point out almost all the differences between half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier, center tapped and full wave bridge rectifier, we can say that in case of half wave rectifier, DC current is IDC is equal to Im upon pi. In case of center tapped and bridge rectifier, both the cases IDC is equal to twice Im upon pi. Similarly, DC voltage for half wave rectifier, it is Vm upon pi. But in case of full wave center tapped rectifier and also for bridge rectifier, it is 2 times Vm upon pi. As far as ripple factor is considered, in case of half rectifier, the ripple factor is 1.21. But in case of center tapped rectifier and bridge rectifier, the ripple factor is 0.48. From the point of view of efficiency, we can say efficiency of half wave rectifier is 48%. But efficiency of full wave center tapped rectifier and also bridge rectifier is almost all 81%. Next factor is peak inverse voltage. For half wave rectifier and bridge rectifier, peak inverse voltage is Vm, but for center tapped rectifier, peak inverse voltage is 2 times Vm. Again, half wave rectifier makes use of only one diode in its circuitry, where only half of the input signal is converted into the pulsating DC. The center tapping rectifier makes use of center tapping of the secondary, and it makes use of 2 diodes for its working. But in case of bridge rectifier, the use of center tapping is totally avoided, but it makes use of a bridge circuit constituted by 4 diodes. Friends, these are the differentiating points which are going to be existing in half wave rectifier, full wave center tapped rectifier, and also the full wave bridge type of rectifier. One more aspect to be made you to understand, and that is, as far as bridge rectifier is being considered, no derivations of IDC, VDC, ripple factor, efficiency are expected from the point of view of syllabus. Derivations are only expected for half a rectifier and full wave center tapped rectifier. As far as bridge rectifier is considered, just you have to study its construction, its working and the waveforms without derivations. But if you want to make the derivations of bridge rectifier, the derivations of all these factors are same as that of the derivations of center tapped full wave rectifier. Students, up till now we have covered half wave rectifier, center tapped full wave rectifier and also the full wave bridge rectifier. In all these cases, we studied that input AC will be converted into pulsating DC. Thus, at the output, some or more amount of AC will be present in the output DC. But we are interested to get pure DC to construct the power supplies. And that's why our role is to remove again amount of AC which is present in the output DC of a rectifier. So, as far as today's lecture is being considered, please do remember only the construction, working and waveforms associated with the full wave bridge type of a rectifier. But if we want to remove the amount of AC which is present in output DC and to get the pure DC available for the working of the instruments or to be provided to the load, further additional circuitry to be introduced in between the load and that of the rectifier, and its role is to filter out pure DC at the output and to block the AC. And the electronic circuitry that performs the role of filtering the DC to be provided, pure DC to be provided at the output load and block the AC is known as the filters. Thus, just we are introducing the filters today. Filters are the electronic circuitry which is introduced in between a rectifier output and that of the load to remove the amount of AC present in output DC or to provide pure DC to the load and to block the AC. Such an electronic circuit we can call it as it is the filters. And the filters are formed only by making use of the passive components like inductor, capacitor. Combination of inductance and capacitor are preferably used to construct the filter circuit. So just we are introduced the meaning of filters today. We know that a rectifier circuit contains some amount of AC in converted pulsating output DC to the load. We have studied in all the rectifier circuitries. This AC is undesired at the output because we are interested to get the pure DC. From that point of view, we can say the AC is undesired. Hence, it is to be eliminated or reduced to get the pure DC. Thus, the filters are the electronic circuits connected between a rectifier and the load to filter out only DC at the load. The filter circuit uses passive components like inductor, capacitor, combination of inductor and capacitor to give a pure DC to the load. Depending upon these, filters are classified into four types. First one is an inductor filter, second one is a capacitor filter, third one is a LC filter, that is inductance capacitor filter, fourth one is capacitor inductor capacitor filter or pi type of filter. Friends, all these passive parameter makes use of their property of opposing or passing the AC and DC respectively with the property of its reactance. So that makes to classify the filters into these four categories. Today, please do remember only this much. Next time we'll deal with details of these. One thing to remember, out of four filter, your syllabus contains only one type of filter whose details are to be studied, and that filter is known as the capacitor filter. Inductor filter, LC filter and CLC filter we are just introducing, but we are studying the details which are associated with the capacitor filter in the next time. Friends, today we'll stop here only.